He worked, he did the extra mile. He did whatever he needed to do. He had that path, he stayed that path. He stayed humble and he stayed hungry.
Hi, I'm content producer Michael Barrett. Ever since he was drafted into the NFL in 2016, Javon Hargrave has become well known in professional football for his ability to terrorize offenses. But the seeds for him making it to that big stage as a Pro Bowl defensive tackle were planted right here at North Rowan High School in Spencer. After suffering defeat in the Super Bowl last year as a member of the Philadelphia Eagles and then being traded to San Francisco, Hargrave is making another appearance on the big stage Sunday, where he'll be primed to get his first title with the 49ers. So I paid a visit to his old stomping grounds to talk about his lasting legacy and the fond memories that people still have of him here.
When our students hear stories of former students coming through our programs and going on, especially to compete on a national level, that's inspiring.
Michael White Sr. is now the principal of North Rowan High School, but he previously coached Hargrave in football and basketball and served as his counselor when he was a student there. So Michael, what is it that you remember in particular about Javon as a student and an athlete when he was here at North Rowan?
Man, Javon was one that was always locked in with his classes. He did his work. The teachers loved him. He never gave him a problem. He may talk a little bit, but not a whole lot much. As an athlete, he was dedicated to what he did.
As Hargrave began focusing more on the goal of playing football in college, White was among those who stressed the importance of getting good grades.
One thing about it, he took care of his business. And, it was sort of funny because he's always one, he smiles. So his smile would get him out of a lot of things. He never got in trouble, never got sent to the office. But on the field, he was a monster. He worked hard. He never took a play off.
On a few occasions, the coach got a first-hand taste of the player's strength.
We actually used to go against each other his senior year a lot, and he got me one time. So that's when I knew then this guy's special.
And it sounds like he just had a commitment that helped him along with being successful as a student and an athlete.
Oh yes. He's very committed, very grounded. Whatever he does, he always sticks through, and he doesn't take shortcuts. He works hard, and he's always prepared for whatever it comes up to, even tough competition.
Their relationship in those days was forged through genuine, heartfelt conversation.
We would just talk about everything, from A to Z, from religion to politics, or just how to just handle certain situations. I treat him like my son. Him and my son has a great relationship. They still keep up to the day. And a lot of times, my son loved to play, and he was about 3-4 years old. So Javon really took him in and just showed him the game and just showed him how to treat people.
While he's become known professionally on the gridiron, Hargrave also helped his alma mater to a title on the hard court. And now he did not actually win a state title in football when he was here, but he was on the state championship basketball team, which is this trophy right here from the 2010-2011 season.
Yes,
what do you recall about his time on the team?
Oh man, he was a beast. He was. If you see him play football now, a lot of people wouldn't think he played basketball. He was tremendous. He averaged double-figure rebounds. In one state and going into the playoffs, actually a playoff game, we were down. He helped come back and had like 20 points, 10 rebounds that game. In the state championship, playing against a bigger team, he played stellar.
Last year, we talked with some of the teachers at North Rowan who still vividly remember Hargrave's time there.
Some of the things I remember about him I do remember him having a smile on his face a lot. I remember the kids calling him Hollywood. One specific memory that I have is when we went to the state playoffs for basketball, and when he was running the ball, it was like a freight train coming through. It wasn't no stopping Javon Hargrave on the court, and that was a lot of fun to watch. There were times in football season when the cheerleaders would be cheering and he would turn around and throw his arms up to the crowd and everybody would go crazy, and get hyped up. And that was always exciting too. So I remember him doing things like that.
He was a good kid. If I needed to fuss, I would fuss. He always stayed on top of his work, which was good. But when he started playing, I might give him a little something. But other than that, it was pretty good. He has the most easygoing spirit. He always has a smile on his face.
Hargrave was heartbroken when the Eagles fell to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl a year ago, but with a second opportunity playing for San Francisco now, he's committed to doing whatever he can to help win a title.
We spoke about it. He was like, you know, I don't want that feeling anymore, Coach. You know, when I saw it was on February 11th, I know we was destined to be there. And he has a little extra motivation that's personal to him. And, you know, with the San Francisco 49ers, they want to bring back another championship.
What do you think it's going to mean to him and to you personally to see that happen if it does finally materialize on Sunday night?
Wow, I can just see him just looking up. First thing he'll do is thank God, hug his mom, you know, hug his dad, call his grandma, because he said she would not get on a plane to go out there. And it's going to be magical.
And win or lose on Sunday, Hargrave and his family will be formally invited back to the high school during a February 16th ceremony when his football jersey becomes the first to ever be retired at North Rowan.
It won't be 32. It'll be the number 52 he wore his senior year because he played offensive line and he also played on the defensive line. And so I think it's very special to him. We always remember our senior year. It was a senior year for him to remember because he got voted to the East-West All-Star game and he was Defensive Player of the Year in that number.
For Neighborhood TV, I'm Michael Barrett.